Cancer, I've got some channeled messages for you, so we're going to get straight into it this morning. Thank you for being here with Viper. It's a pleasure to have you here. So some of the messages that came through for you, Cancer, was solar eclipse. I'm getting 2008 to 2009. I'm not sure if this cycle correlates with that. I also was getting a strong image of the Cancer symbol, but it was coming through as yin and yang. I got the words opposing, and it reminded me of the interconnectedness of opposing energies, so rest and active. This might be something you're feeling into at the moment, and I was guided to say rest completely and fully. It's like try not to blur the lines between those two. So when you're active, be fully active, present in that active, and then when you rest, be completely restful. Self-care is coming to mind in this as well. I'm seeing someone in a bath, doing a face mask, that sort of thing. Rest completely. I'm not sure why, but it feels like that's Spirit's advice to you over the next couple months, maybe until the solar eclipse. Maybe the energy will shift around then. It also came through as a duality. This duality, so when you rest completely or you're completely active, it creates a wholeness, which I thought was really beautiful. I also got the names, and if these are names that are relevant to you that don't come to mind, please don't think that this message isn't for you, because it is. Okay? I got Claire, Sam, Brooke, Lee. I also got the number 159 and winner. I'm not sure if that's like a scratchy win or a lotto win, or you just feel like you're winning in life. But yeah, maybe write in 159 angel number and see what comes up on Google. Leave it in the comments, because I'd be really interested to know what that is. I also got I saw the pentagram, and what came to mind is all forms of divination, so numerology, tarot, occult, astrology. It all came through as a pivotal interest in your life at the moment. You might be really feeling into these spaces, and if you are, well, thank you for being here, because this is definitely one of those spaces. 3:03 on the clock as I finish that. So we're gonna get straight into it. I just realized my charms aren't here. So I'm gonna go get my charms and I'll bring them back over here. They live up on that bookshelf. So I'll go get them. Also, my cat is around. He's just hanging out. You can't see him, but he's down here. His name's Jax. Cats are highly intuitive and spiritual beings. He's my familiar, so I feel very lucky that he's here with us today, Cancer. He wants to have a listen and see what's coming through. Okay, so I'm going to put away my book, my handy dandy book, and put my charms over here in case I feel called to use them. We're going to get straight into it with, I feel like doing the daily affirmation tarot to begin with. I've pre-shuffled, and we'll see what comes through. Okay, what does Cancer need to know for this upcoming period? Solar return. What information, what would Spirit like to share with them? Okay, we got Ace of Wands. Oh, that one wants to fall out. I'm ready. Whoa. Okay. It's a lot. I always say that. Like, whoa, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Ace of Wands is one that we've got. We've got the one that fell down face first, Temperance. We've got Three of Swords, Six of Wands. We've got Five of Swords, Death, and the Eight of Cups. That's a lot of energy. Ace of Wands, Temperance. It says on the Ace of Wands, I am ready to pursue my passion and take my potential to the next level. And, you know, that's how I like to think of a wand, is that it's just potential at the moment. Until you start building on it, you know, it's just potential. And then Temperance, I bring harmony and balance to all my relationships. I'm being reminded of Libra when I say that. Which I believe Temperance is a Sagittarius card. So maybe you have strong Temperance placements is what I was going to say, which is interesting. Maybe you're good at alchemizing tough emotions and feelings. But I wanted to say maybe you have strong Libra and Sagittarius placements in your birth chart. Now, please, know that you're not just, if you're a Cancer here watching this, or if you've been drawn into this and you're not a Cancer for some reason, we all have Cancer within our birth chart. We've got 12 slices of a whole pie. So it's good to look at your birth chart. You need your time of birth and where you were born. Put it into just Google birth chart and it'll guide you. You'll be able to see what planets you have, and I go deep into it. So I do love astrology. So we've got Temperance, and maybe you're temperancing this Three of Swords. I'm wondering if that's why I needed to say rest completely, self-care, bath. I'm also being reminded that the swords are just words. It's the mental suit, swords. It's an air element. Has someone said something that made you feel like you weren't in charge of how you felt today? You're always in charge of how you feel. And I know that can be a tough thing to hear, but you have free will to react to a situation how you like. Feel the emotions, temper it. I'm also being reminded of, with these bubbles on the Temperance, of that bath. Maybe you need to put some bubble bath in it. Make it a special bath. Okay. Six of Wands. I'm getting this as your advice. I am proud of what I have achieved and I deserve recognition for. I recognize you, Cancer. Cancer is such a beautiful sign. You're caring, you're giving, but there's also a flip side to Cancer, which is when you give too much, you go into deplete. I'm struggling to say it. You feel depleted. That's why you need to take care of yourself at the moment. The Christmas season's tough. It's a hard time of year. We're coming out of it. We give a lot of energy to other people. We need to rebalance before coming back into, and I'm getting that Libra energy again, which Libra is known for the scales. So you need to rebalance, recenter. How do you do that? Rest. Being active can be really helpful. I love weeding. I know it sounds so random, but when I've got that Three of Swords energy, when I feel that, you'll find me in my garden ripping out the weeds. And maybe that's what you need to do, and make it a metaphorical task in your mind. I'm gonna get these weeds out. These words that aren't mine, put a podcast and listen to tarot, get into it and be completely active, and then rest completely afterwards. You deserve to be recognized for all that you've achieved. You got through 2025. Let's go, baby. We're going 2026. Now, I want to pull out some clarifiers for the top row, because the bottom row is a bit rough. Like we got, top row, we've got 3 of Swords. But I'll go through the bottom row first. We've got 5 of Swords. And again, I'm being reminded that swords are just words. You just drop the S off. It's words. It's the mental suit. It's in the mind. No matter what is happening around me, I'm guided by my inner truth. Again, I'm getting pulled back into someone said something and it's just gotten under your skin. And it's time to be guided by your inner truth. Is it true what they said? You see Jax? He's saying no. You might want to go outside. I'll probably have to let him out. 11:11 on the clock. Have a bubble bath. Let it all go. Again, I'm being reminded of bubbles. Yes, Jax. This is going to lead to death. I embrace change in all its forms, as you should. It's not always pretty and elegant and transforming, going to a higher frequency. I'm seeing 4 of his bones very strongly on this hand. I'm being reminded of the 4th house, which is your house, Cancer. This could be in the home or around family. That's how that's coming through. We'll clarify. Then we've got 8 of Cups. This is your outcome. This is your advice. I am ready to leave behind anything that hinders my spiritual growth. Is it true what they said? Be guided by your inner truth. Rest completely. Be active completely. Transmute the energy. Well, that's juicy. Let's get some Greek classic oracle cards out. See what's coming through. Let's do Ace of Wands, Spirit. What does Cancer need to know around this Ace of Wands? Stop it, Spirit. So good. Ace of Wands and Gaia. Great mother. That's you, Cancer. Even if you're a male, you're still a great mother. Even if you're a male, you still got potential to really embrace the duality of masc, femme, yin and yang. Great mother, earth energy, growth and renewal. And that's when I said earth energy, when I'm talking about transmuting negative feelings and getting out into the garden and weeding, make sure your shoes are off if you can, if you live in a place that allows that, and feel the earth underneath your feet. It's so good for you. So good for you. Okay, let's do this Temperance. What do we need to know about this Temperance, Spirit? Circe, witchcraft, power, transformation. I talked about alchemy. That's you. And Cancer, you got your cup. You're sitting in the water. Look at all the water in these cards. Gaia, she's standing on the water. She's feeling into her emotions. Circe, she's standing in the water. Let's talk about the 3 of Swords, Spirit. Thank you for all these messages. This one wanted to come out. Like I said, this could be to do with the home. Maybe you've had a conflict with someone in the home. I'm not sure if you can see that. Leander, dangerous love, risk-taking, guiding light. I feel like I need to clarify that with the tarot spirit. Can you clarify Leander? Oh, that one wanted to come out. The Hierophant. Let's go see what comes out. That one too. Nine of Pentacles. Justice. I was talking about the Libra energy with Temperance. It does feel like you're tempering. You're trying to come into balance around a love interest, around a tough communication. Justice is an air element. She's got a sword. Swords are words. But look, she's in control of that sword. It's not stabbing her through the heart. It's not got her in the throat. It's in her hand. She knows her inner truth and her scales are balanced. I feel like that's what you've got to walk away with from this interaction, Cancer. All right. Let's go on to the Six of Wands with the Greek Oracle. You know, I just want to say a big thank you as well. Like, I feel so grateful that I'm here and I'm finally doing this, something that I've wanted to do. Whoa. Quite, 3 fell out. They're heavy. So you got Hermes, news, message, communication. I feel like that's that 3 of Swords. Poseidon. I don't know if it's like, sorry if it's not focusing. I'm still adjusting, getting used to the camera and the whole situation. Turmoil, emotions, deep feelings. That's you, Cancer. If I ever heard of a card for Cancer, it's like you can be so on cloud nine, so caring and giving. And when you go into that depletion, it turns into turmoil, deep feelings. That is a Cancer card if I ever did read one. Now, this is clarifying that 6 of Wands, which is, I'm proud of what I've achieved and I deserve recognition for it. This is, I feel, Spirit is saying, this one, let me read this one first, sorry. Hades, darkness, transformation, shadow self. I feel Spirit is trying to guide you out of this feeling. This is where you've been. Step into the 6 of Wands, acknowledge that you've come a long way. It's okay to have deep emotions and feelings. It's how we transform that power we feel behind those emotions into being for our benefit. Okay. Let's get a Greek mythology for 5 of Swords. Swords are just words. That is too many, Spirit. Okay, but we got 3 again, so we're just going to go with it. This might be a longer reading, but I'm all about it. Okay, we've got Pegasus. Achievement, victory, triumph, freedom, and completion. We've got Perseus. Victory, adventure, cunning, reward. I get it. See, again, I feel like this could be a love interest. Betrayal, infidelity, and vengeance. I know Cancers can be vengeful when they're depleted and they feel that they've been misused or like taken advantage of. I know. Don't get vengeful. Because how I'm feeling about this is like, don't do this. Maybe someone's done this to you. That could be it too. They've felt betrayed. They want vengeance, so they say that thing that just sticks into your heart and makes you go, oh God. But know that that's not your inner truth. This is kind of, so the Pegasus and the Perseus, achievement, victory, triumph, freedom, and completion with the Five of Swords, like that's that duality that I'm talking about. It's like when you make a crappy situation work in your benefit. It's the duality. It's how you transmute the energy. Do some artwork. Get creative. I was actually thinking about getting on here and making some tarot cards or oracle cards with you guys. So if you need that, comment below and I can jump online. I'll make a video and we can all get into it together and transmute some of the tougher energy. I find making your own oracle cards or tarot cards is like very powerful. The energy that comes through on them is just like spicy. That's how I'm feeling, is that this Five of Swords, you need to see it as a victory. You saw something clearly. It is a victory. And it's leading to something that I know most people think death is like, oh God. But like, death is for us. It's for transformation. It's to make a better version of ourselves. You got this, Cancer. Okay, now that we're speaking about death, can you please clarify death? Spirit, clarification on death. It's too many. Oh God. Okay, personally, I'm gonna put that one back. Oh, two. Okay, no, we're gonna take them both. Okay, we've got Helen of Troy, which is beauty, attraction, aloofness, target, and Hercules, warrior, energy, challenge, strength, and confidence. Well, Cancer, you're beautiful. We all know that. We all know that, Cancer. Got a beautiful soul. And sometimes when you give too much, it can make you a target to go into depletion. With death, I feel Spirit is guiding you to have strength and confidence in your inner truth. Speak that unapologetically. Self-care, rest, unapologetically. Be active, unapologetically. Rip those weeds out and think of it as those words of that person. Just ripping out, and look at how the root separates from the earth and how, like, it's a powerful way of visualizing, weeding out these sort of negative words that people spray at us. You don't need a Cancer. You're the great mother. You're Gaia. You are. Astrologically, Cancer, you're the fourth house, your home. Make it a beautiful home and weed out your garden. That's still your home. I think I'm gonna go weed today. I think I want to. It's a beautiful day here. We've got the sun out, which is lovely because it's summer. And I know it might be winter in the Northern Hemisphere, so maybe you can't get out and go do the garden, but again, just run in your house passionately, depending on where you live. Be active, unapologetically. I have to ask Spirit the question, don't I, when I shuffle the cards. Spirit, can we have clarification on Eight of Cups? I am ready to leave behind anything that hinders my spiritual growth. Can you please clarify? Interesting. Okay. Medusa. Jealousy, envy, spitefulness, backstabber. You know, you're on Viper's page. Viper's Tarot. I love Medusa. One of the most misunderstood gods. And you know, my page is called Tarot with Viper 18. It's the day I was born. It's ruled by the moon, which the moon is a Cancer planet. It rules the whole Cancer chart. And this is number 18. I'm being guided to tell you to look for the synchronicities, because there was a lot of synchronicities to get me here. Keep your eyes open. Spirit's always talking. Okay, and then the second card is Golden Fleece. 14. Acquired wealth, risk, work. Personally, I'm a bit confused about this, but with the Eight of Cups, you know, you're walking away, you're in your boat, you're off you go. I think it's like I was saying, that duality with Cancer. You can be Medusa. Interesting how that happened. I feel like that was Spirit going, no, we're not going to be Medusa today. We're not going to be envious, spiteful, and we're not going to backstab that person because we have grown. Yes, Cancer has a duality to do so. She is the number 18 after all. But your Gaia, your witchcraft, your power, look at all of that water. Medusa has no water. You're a water element, Cancer. You're a little crab. So cute. That's who you are. Don't get pulled into being a Medusa. I really don't know what to do about this Golden Fleece. Acquired wealth, risk, work. I'm gonna ask for this one. I don't have, oh yeah, I do. The Inner Temple Oracle. Can you please clarify Golden Fleece with Eight of Cups, acquired wealth, risk, work? I'm getting really pulled into how he's holding this Golden Fleece ahead of him, like Chamber of Healing. Okay, I'm gonna have to read the card on that. You know, I think this might be how you're approaching risk and work. You might need to do some healing around it. Let's have a read. Let's see, Chamber of Healing, Spirit. 40. I would like to learn more about numerology. Numerology. Why can't I say it? I was saying it earlier today. I was like, numerology. There you go. Maybe it's going to take you a few times to get something right. I would like to learn more. Do you know much about it? Comment below if you do. Again, I'm like just starting my journey on YouTube and sharing my tarot, so please subscribe, like, comment, show me some love. It will help me grow, and I really appreciate you all being here, and I feel so happy that I'm sharing this information that I get in the channel messages. But let's go back to the healing. Healing is always happening. For to heal is to change, and you're always changing, always returning to wholeness. Oh, duality. The chamber, the yin and yang, it's a wholeness. I wrote that here as well. Didn't I? Duality, essential for wholeness. Stop. Wholeness isn't a static state, as we're always growing and transforming. It's nature's way, and you're part of nature. Your Gaia. When this card appears, it's acknowledged that you're in a deeper stage of healing. Rest completely, Cancer. Fully, completely. And it's okay to ask for help and slow down to let healing happen. This card comes with a tender message to trust your innate ability to heal through challenging or changing seasons of your life, to stop seeing yourself as broken, or to think of healing as something you need to do before you truly live. For to heal is to change, evolve, and grow. If you didn't see yourself as unhealed or broken, what would you do? If you didn't see yourself as unhealed and broken, how would you live your life? If you didn't see yourself as unhealed or broken, what decision would you make? What healing are you ready to receive right now? What support are you ready to call in? Ask your heart, your mind, your body. Ugh, I love that. I like it. Okay, so that's pretty much your message, but I want to get some spices. I want to know. I want to know. These are my cards that I made by myself. Again, comment below if you're interested. We can transmute some energy together. I'll make a video. We can get creative. I would love that. I'm getting pulled into something that's on the bottom of one of the cards, books, packages here. I am ready to take the next big step to realize my potential. This fell out on the Five of Swords. No mirror. Don't let that person with those words get into your head. That's their mirror. Have no mirror. Take that mirror, smash it on the floor. Stomp on it. Okay. Anything else we need to clarify? This one came out again on the same. Extrasensory. You're a witch. You're powerful. Let's see where else these ones want to come out. Ooh, oh no. Oh God, it's too many. It's way too many. But we got Three of Swords, dangerous love, risk-taking, and justice. And no fell out on it. Yeah, no, we're saying no to these swords in our heart. We're taking them out. They're not even there. There's no mirror. Their perception of us is not a reflection of us. Your justice, you got the sword. No, Three of Swords. We are not engaging in this energy. Sorry, that card just fell out as I was picking up another. Whoa, winter. It's winter in the Northern Hemisphere. This could be happening now. This is for the Circe and Gaia. Yeah. Maybe you can't get into the garden right now and weed. What's another way that you can be active fully? I am being guided to share with you. I have had demons in my mind before. And when I say that, the past people that have done things to me against my will, and they lived rent-free in my mind for a long time. But I developed some tools to cut them out. So I would do visualization techniques while I was trying to sleep, because that's when they would come and greet me, is putting my head on the pillow, I'm trying to sleep, and boom, they're right there in my mind. And so I would get a sword and I would cut the energy cord. I'd visualize an energy cord to them. I'd cut it. And as I cut it, they would get pulled back into the vacuum of my mind, out. And sometimes, I promise you not, I had to do this thousands of times. That's why I mean, healing is tough, it's hard, it's not easy, and it can be a long journey depending on what kind of trauma it is. So that I'm being guided to share that with you. That could be a technique. It's winter, you can't get outside, but they're still popping up in your mind. Visualize you holding that sword, boof, energy cord. They get ripped out of your mind. They don't live there, they're not allowed there. Another one that I used to do was I would picture myself as my inner child, and I would hold all these balloons, and they were red balloons. All the things that hurt as a child, and I would release them, and they would all float away. I don't know, I just felt very guided to share that with you. It's winter, you might not be able to get outside. I don't want you to feel like you can't do something about this. Fearless, yes baby, we're fearless. And that comes with the 6 of Wands. You have your victory. You are, what does it say? Recognized. I recognize you. We recognize you, Cancer. Spirit and I are here, and we see that you're fearless. I mean, look at Hades. What a badass. He's like, I'm in the underworld, but I'm gonna stab something. You're gonna transform your shadow self. And it doesn't always have to be positive, you know? When you disregard the shadow, beautiful. When you disregard the shadow and you only want to focus on the positive, it just accumulates in the underworld, which this is perfect. Underworld with death. Embrace that underworld, embrace the death. Okay, we're going to clarify 8 of Cups, mask, but it flipped upside down. Any more, Spirit? Any more? Okay. This one, connection. Oh, message. Interesting. It's like this last area of the cards is like really it's like it's not obvious to me. It's like I have to work really hard to try to decipher what it's coming through as. Mask, message, connection. Mask is in reverse. Yeah, that mask, the one that's got you with all 3 of Swords, the person, yeah, it's not relevant here. Your message is connection, deeper connection with yourself, deeper connection with spirit, deeper connection with the chamber of healing. You got this, Cancer. Go have a bath, put some bubbles in it, make it special. Okay, we're gonna get one final oracle card and we're gonna leave it there, baby. Thank you so much for being here with me. I absolutely love this energy. I like darkness. I embrace it. I acknowledge when work needs to be done. Projections. Yeah, that person is projected onto you, baby. No. And I always say this with this projection cards. Projections can be beautiful because it teaches you that how to heal better, how to look after yourself better, how to accept that this projection is not for you. It's not your projection. It's not an accurate representation of you. And what do we got here? No mirror. Take that mirror away. Projections don't need to live in your heart space. You are perfect the way you are. Thank you so much for being here. I really enjoyed bringing this message to you. Lots of love.